Hello, we are here with you now, Zach, and we wish to take this opportunity to thank you for this moment, this platform that we have the opportunity to be able to express and share the wisdom and the teachings of Atrioun with your audience on YouTube. This transmission today will be concerning the topic of unconditional love, what it means to love, and what the true power of love is. Love is your true essence. Love is considered to be the foundation and fabric of existence. Without unconditional love, there would be nothing in existence. It is because love is a reality that all things are enabled to exist within reality. Love then can be said to be the only true reality. Without love, there would be nothing else to experience in reality. Because love is the very foundation of existence itself, this includes your very existence as a soul. For you to be able to thrive and tap into your highest potential, the potential that has been encoded within your very DNA, given to you by your Creator, is something that can only be embodied, only be actualized through the power of love. Love and your awareness of it is something that you have been given the ability to turn on or turn off. When you are aware of love, love is what you experience. Therefore, the ability for you to turn on your awareness to love dictates the quality of life that you create. The quality of life that you create is the quality of life that you experience. And so if you desire to experience a quality of life that is unlike anything that you have ever experienced or created up until this point in your life, then the only variable that you must master is your awareness of love. Love being the very essence of your source, of your existence. If this is the only variable, then the only thing that you must do in order to master this variable, that being your awareness of love, is to notice the moments in your daily existence where you have turned off this awareness to love. When you have turned off your awareness to love, notice what that is like. What does it feel like? What does it look like? What does it sound like? How do you experience your reality when you are not aware of the existence of love? This is something you must become better, more skilled at noticing, more consciously aware of. This awareness of love. What does it feel like? What does it look like when you are unaware of the reality of love? And when you are unaware of the reality of love, then what are you choosing to give your awareness to? What reality are you aware of? And therefore, what is the reality that you are choosing in that moment to create unconsciously? Is this a reality of unhappiness? Is this a reality of depression? Is this a reality of shame? Is this a reality of anxiety? Is this a reality of worry, constant worry? What's coming around the corner? What is in the future? And is this a future that I need to be in better control of? All of this continuous worry and concern, overthinking, dwelling upon the need to stay safe. This is a reality that you are creating if that's what you're experiencing. And the only way that you can create that experience is by turning off your awareness to love. This is the only variable that you need to master. This choice, it is a choice. It's a variable of choice. Because what you are aware of is what you are choosing to be aware of. So this mastery of choice is what we wish to emphasize in this moment. Are you choosing to bring your awareness to the worry of the next moment, of the next day, the next year, the next month, the next decade? Are you choosing to give your awareness to the regret that you have of past choices that you have made? If so, then you can expect to create the experience of regret, of guilt, of having made choices that you look back upon through a lens of regret or remorse. Do you choose to look back upon your previous choices through the lens of shame? And if so, then you will create more experiences in the present moment, right here and right now, using the energy of that shame. This is not an action that is loving to yourself. So in essence, if love is the fabric of reality, if it is the foundation of all existence, and you came here in this physical body temporarily to remember the fabric and foundation of existence, that being love, then you have to choose to make better choices. You have to choose to give your awareness to perspectives that are of a loving nature. You can only remember that love is the true foundation of your very existence if you choose to give your awareness to the moment in such a way that causes the remembrance of love being your very existence. And so how is this done? Well, it comes down first and foremost to the very simple mechanism of your choice. You see, it may sound too challenging to simply choose to become aware of love. However, the reality of it being too challenging, or the experience of it being too challenging for you, is merely a consequence of the fact that it has not been practiced. If it is too challenging for you to see things in a loving way, for you to see things in a way that is of acceptance, of allowance, then it is only because you have mastered the choice of seeing things through an egoic lens, an emotional lens, a lens that does not show you or reveal to you the true essence of existence. It is revealing to you the way in which you're unconsciously holding emotion. That's what it is revealing to you. It is not revealing to you the true essence of reality. It is revealing to you, like a mirror, the way you have chosen to think and feel in the past. This is what the unconscious mind holds on to. It holds on to a record of the past. And so, again, if you find it to be too challenging to switch your consciousness in the moment to a new choice, the choice to allow your life experience to be what it is, the choice to allow yourself to express an emotion that feels right to you, the choice to allow yourself to love your very existence. If that feels too difficult, then recognize that it is only difficult because you have practiced too often the choice to resist what you are experiencing. And resistance is not love. Resistance is force. Resistance is fight. Resistance is fear. And love and fear cannot be experienced simultaneously. And so if you are harboring the perspective of fear, it is simply because that is what you choose. Again, we come back to the mechanism of choice. This one difference that makes all the difference. What are you choosing to create in the moment? If you are choosing to create more of what you have already experienced, then you will experience more of what you have previously chosen. You know what you have previously chosen by what you have previously experienced. And so you simply must ask yourself, do I wish to continually experience or create what I have previously created and experienced? That's the magic question, and the choice is up to you. This understanding of love only becomes recognized when you master the choice to remember love. Love isn't something that is waiting outside of you, on the other side of some imaginary fence, just hoping and wishing that you're going to suddenly become deserving for this love to make itself known to you. Love is the presence of existence. It's always there. You're simply unaware of it because you've mastered the choice to turn away your awareness and instead turn your awareness to something else, something that does not represent the true reality of love, something that represents the illusion that your ego mind would have you think of or feel instead. That illusion of the past, that illusion of tomorrow that is covered or permeated with the emotion of anxiety and fear. If you want to know love and know that it is your very essence, your very existence, and you want to allow yourself to heal your life with the energy of love, which is a real energy, then you must master your choice in the present moment to be loving. It is a way of being. It is a substance. It is an energy field. It is a frequency, and it is a behavior. It is an action. It is a look. It is a perspective that you must simply become better at practicing, at being, at moving, at walking, at talking in the ways in which love moves, walks, talks, and perceives. This is what you must practice more of if you are to remind yourself of the very essence of reality. As you remind yourself of the essence of reality more and more and more on daily, moment-to-moment basis, you will then know what love is, because you can only know what you are being. And so you have to look at the way in which you are choosing to be and ask yourself, is the way I am choosing to be right now in this moment, is it a beingness? Is it a state of being that has been chosen by my unconscious mind? Or is it something that I have consciously chosen to be, to feel, to see, to experience in this moment? How will you know the answer to this question? Well, by how you feel. If you feel a way of being, an emotion that is not loving to yourself or to the world around you, then you can be certain that the state in which you are being in this moment has been chosen automatically by your unconscious mind. And so this is why it requires vigilance on the mind, a level of awareness, a level of discernment, a level of watchfulness, observance, watching your state of being as opposed to automatically identifying with it, simply noticing. You are the awareness, you are the consciousness, not the body, you are the spirit, you are the soul inhabiting this body. You are not the emotions. The emotions are something that are flowing through your body mind. And so as you become better, more practiced at observing the emotional state of being flowing through the body mind, then you can begin to reclaim your sovereignty from the emotions and identify less as them or with them. You can begin to, for example, notice a lower emotion such as guilt over something that just occurred and say, this is an emotion of guilt that I am currently experiencing. It does not mean I am the guilt. Therefore, it does not mean that I have to identify with the guilt. It's something that I, as a spirit and soul, am experiencing and able to experience because I am having this human experience. This guilt is a human experience. And so we would encourage you to live, or identify rather, as the spirit. And if you are practicing identifying as the spirit, then what this means is you are watching your spirit have human experiences, such as guilt, such as shame, such as anger, and so on. And so as you identify as the spirit and you watch yourself having a human experience, and you don't bring shame, you don't bring judgment to this human experience. You recognize the beauty that has been given to you through the opportunity to have a human experience as a learning opportunity. And so you can detach yourself from identifying as the lower emotion and simply observe, simply watch, simply notice the qualities of this emotion within your body mind, the sensations. How does it feel to feel this guilt? How does it feel to feel this shame, this pride, this anger, this fear? What does it feel like? And then simply ask yourself, upon noticing the sensations and feelings, is this something that I wish to continue to feel? Do I choose to feel more of this feeling? And if you are unconsciously choosing to feel more of it, then it can only mean because unconsciously you've learned to associate some benefit with feeling this lower emotion. There is some kind of positive benefit that your unconscious mind has learned to associate with feeling guilt or shame or anger or fear and so on. And this positive benefit that your unconscious mind has learned to associate with this lower emotion only exists because of the existence of unresolved trauma within the unconscious mind. So ask yourself in that moment, this is something I'm noticing. I, being the spirit behind or beyond the emotional experience, this human experience, this is something that I'm experiencing. And is it something I choose to continue experiencing? If it is something I choose to not continue experiencing and I choose to experience something higher, something more beautiful, something more loving instead, then all I must do is simply allow. Simply allow myself to have this experience. And by allow, what we mean is to allow for this human emotion to exist within the field, and so it can process out through the field. So it doesn't get stuck, it doesn't get trapped, it becomes able to then move through the unconscious body mind, move through the meridians, move through the chakra systems, the different energy systems that are associated with your auric field. And as it is allowed to move, because you are not identifying with it, you are allowing it to be there, and therefore allowing it to be processed through your biofield, it can then be made to leave. It can exit and not become stuck or trapped within your energy field. And this is an act that is considered to be loving to yourself. And so as you practice this loving act with yourself in the midst of a very intense human emotion, you will then know what it means to love yourself, because this is an act of self-love. It's not an act of control. It's not an act of force or fight. You're not trying to fix yourself. You're not guilting or judging yourself around this negative human emotion. You're allowing yourself to have a human experience, and that is loving. And this is the essence of what we would like to share with you today on the reality of love and the healing power of it. We wish to encourage you in this moment to take away the practical teaching and guidance to watch and observe your human moments. And as you watch and observe your human moments, make new choices. Become more practiced. Become better. Become faster at simply choosing to notice, choosing to observe, choosing to watch, choosing to allow, and choosing to love your human existence. Not to make it go away, not to fight it, not to force it, not to judge it, but to simply love the fact that you have the opportunity to experience it. We thank you for this opportunity to share the teachings and wisdom of Atrioun, and we look forward to our next transmission. Be well. Thank you once again for joining today's transmission with Atrioun. If you are enjoying the wisdom of Atrioun, be sure to subscribe to our channel, and we will see you in another video.